Hello, my moonbeams. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a great holiday. We are gonna do a love reading today and just see what wants to come through, what the energy is. I just keep hearing change is coming. It feels very much like someone's just waking up and they're just like, here's all the things I'm not going to be and not going to do anymore. And just very adamant about that. It's like the last pieces of yourself that you've been hanging on to, you know, the last pieces of the old self where it's just like, yep, I can't do that anymore. I can't be that anymore. It's just really not resonating with your path any longer. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. So we have good fortune, success, security, blessings, and abundance here. Okay, this is also Jupiter energy and Gemini energy. Whatever this is that you're letting go of here, and with this 9 here, it's like a karmic cycle is very much completing, but whatever it is you're letting go of here, you know that it's needed to be let go of for quite some time. And you know that the success that you're hoping for and wishing for will come with, you know, surrendering this thing. Okay, so it's something that you know. Wow, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands energy. So right away getting very twin flamey energy here. We have Mercury and Aries, so communication. Okay, so something about this thing that you need to let go of could be the catalyst for the change in this connection. Ooh, healing, Aquarius energy. We have the Star. Okay, so profound healing. Like I said, this change is coming. It's just gonna be like you wake up one day, or you've woken up in the past few days, just changed. Like, I just cannot go another day doing that thing, having that habit, being with this person. It's something that you are gonna let go of and you are gonna heal from. Someone here also may have just reached out to like some form of like counselor or something like that and set up like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm going to go to counseling. Maybe you've tried to do this in the past and it just didn't feel quite right, but for some reason you keep getting a nudge and a call to do that at this time. This could also be the person you're tied to, but and this could be something that you've already gone through, but it's definitely somebody here has very recently reached out to a counselor or some form of counseling agency, some type of like CBT therapy is coming through. Judgment. Okay, so 20 could be significant, 17 could be significant. This is like an awakening, or a resurrection, a reunion, something shocking. The lightning is kind of giving me tower energy from this card. Scorpio energy I'm seeing kind of strong here. But what I'm getting from this is that it's like you've known that the letting go of this thing is going to bring in the life that you are, you know, trying to manifest here. However, it's been really hard to let go of, and it's going to be actually quite shocking how much your life changes when you're willing to give this thing up. It's going to be very shocking. Like, you had no idea that it would just get this good, I'm getting, okay? I'm just hearing, I had no idea it could be this good. Three of Pentacles again. This came out in the last reading. Okay, so this is like your unrelenting determination to succeed here. Like, you have really, regardless of how many times you've let this thing or person or whatever back in, you keep trucking. Like, you're not going to give up. You know that this success is going to come to you. It's taken a lot of trust and patience here. The Six of Wands. So see, victory, exactly. You know, regardless, Leo energy here, that this is going to be successful. And you know, you have known all along that you were going to do it, and you have what it takes to do it. But it's been hard. It's almost like, not so much the feeling of not being ready, but it's like there's always going to be an excuse to keep this habit or this thing in my life, and I just got to do it. I just got to rip off the Band-Aid, and I got to do it. Page of Pentacles. So new opportunity. This could also be a new, this could be a new work situation. This could also be a new, it could be a new love interest, maybe through some type of new job that you get, I'm seeing with the Four of Wands here. Or if you consider yourself like on a twin type journey, this could be with the Four of Wands here, how the two of you met in the past. But this is, the Page of Pentacles, really speaking to something new. So something new and exciting could be coming into your life. It's like a windfall of successes once you let go of this thing. Here's a dragonfly outside the window as well, which really speaks to that spiritual awakening we have here with Judgment, Ascension, Rebirth, the High Priestess. Okay, so it's like all you're gonna start getting a flood of like downloads, and be really connected to your intuition. Things are just gonna feel a lot clearer, okay? Because I'm getting like a wave of fogginess, right? So something has been very much clouding your judgment, and your success here is really tied to the release of whatever this is for you. We have Taurus energy. Someone here really into the metaphysical. Wow, we have the Lovers. Okay, so Gemini energy here. This is tied to some type of divine partnership, but there has been something that the listener, the collective here, has been afraid to let go of. Okay, like I said, a person, place, or thing, been afraid to let go of it. Maybe it's a habit that's kind of tied to a person as well. And the unknown change has been scary, like not knowing what's going to happen. Wow, the Ten of Wands. This is completion. Okay, this cycle that you've been in, and I just feel like it's been very exhausting, is coming to an end here. We have Sagittarius energy. Finality, I just heard. Okay, this is very much coming to an end, and I think you feel that. Okay, but it's like also kind of like I'm just feeling the need to like take a deep breath. It's like, what am I fighting? You know, why have I not surrendered to this? It's taken a lot of strength. We have the Strength card and the Sun here. Triple Leo energy, okay? This, whatever this is that you need to let go, is very much tied to your happiness here. Okay, so for those of you with a connection on your mind, you know, I'm getting the person here is really focusing a lot on your pentacles or money coming in. Maybe have made a recent shift from like, I'm gonna stop focusing so much on love and, you know, work on like the things I want for my life, hence the counselor, hence like maybe looking for new jobs, like just trying to find all around happiness, you know? Like you've come to into yourself where you feel pretty happy within, but now you kind of want to build your outer world to reflect that, okay? So what's the vibe of the connection or the person on your mind here? Okay, we have blocked, moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. So maybe I'm getting multiple people maybe in your energy here. And so maybe there was a person that you kind of thought you wanted to come back around for a very long time, and maybe you're at your wit's end with that. Maybe looking for something new with this Page of Pentacles here. Healing again, right under the star. So you're in this self-care mode, okay? And you are gonna do whatever it takes for your healing. And that's absolutely beautiful. Like no matter what people think, I'm just seeing like, you know, I'm just seeing like a tractor and like a bulldozer, like almost like you're gonna do everything it takes to fill your cup and to make sure you heal from everything that has kept you toxic in any way, okay? And being able to look at that and recognize like, yeah, I've been through a lot of trauma in my life and I've lost a lot of people and I've been through a lot of things, but it's my responsibility to heal all of that now. The sun just came out really bright. It's my responsibility to heal, and I'm okay with that. Letting go of any bitterness, anger, being petty here, okay? Maybe recognizing where you've been salty before, maybe even recognizing where you've been salty towards any connection you wanted to come into your life, and feeling like, you know, being able to just feel love for everyone that you have, that has been in your life in some sort of romantic way or deep friendship. Okay, so nurturing with the mentorship. Okay, so definitely this is confirmation of that counselor energy. Okay, so seeking out some sort of help with your healing. Okay, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe there was some resistance to that for a while. Okay, and learning how to set up healthy boundaries, because I'm getting maybe what brought this on was your recognition that you were about to fall back into old patterns, and you're like, okay, I need help. Maybe I've gone as far as I can without help, and now it's like, now I need to reach out for help to get, you know, to level up even more here. Okay, so it's lust. So one or both sides of this connection could be healing this. Maybe there's an energy of like really fiending for validation from the opposite sex, okay? And that could really stem from, you know, neglect, not getting the attention you need when you were young, maybe kind of feeling like you didn't really step into your like beauty or handsomeness or whatever until later in life, and always feeling like not chosen maybe. There was a reason for that though. There was a journey, different. Your journey was supposed to be a bit different from those around you. Okay, we have egotistical, opportunist, fragile, a little bit of narcissist behavior. So maybe there's like narcissistic wounds healed, maybe narcissistic parents within the childhood trauma, but maybe also being able to recognize any of your own traits where you may have felt like, oh God, it feels like I'm being a little narcissistic or something. And like I said, this is all coming from a pretty healed place where you have become very self-aware, and that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, and in that self-awareness, we recognize where the people around us shape us as we grow up, but it's also like I said, being self-aware and being able to recognize those things, and then saying, that's not what I want for myself, and reaching out for help and healing, right? There has been some stress and worry surrounding certain things, but that's also being surrendered to, okay? I'm getting very strongly that this was part of your past energy and something you really needed to let go of, okay? Was like this suffering and silence here, but also I'm picking up really strongly, because with the bottom of the deck we have distance too. The masculine is really suffering in silence right now, the person that you're thinking of. So this may be like an unspoken feelings here. Okay, let's dive a little deeper into this. What is this unspoken feelings here, Spirit? What's the unspoken feelings? Okay, so they have recognition of your intuition here, and it scares them. How much do you really know about me? Okay, so maybe you would pick up on things or ask them like simple things like, oh, are you feeling okay today? You seem upset, and them not realizing that they're giving off that energy, but it's like you're just able to read them so well because there's a soul connection there, right? Surprise. Life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned for you. Okay, that's interesting, because it feels pretty far off, but maybe this is in their head, like they really want to come forward and speak these feelings. Secrets. I'm a complicated person with many hidden secrets. I keep us a secret for a reason. There may have been a couple times where they made you feel less than, or like you weren't as important to them as it felt. Like the energy was so intense and you guys both felt this connection, but they may have like tried to downplay it publicly. I'm getting that resonates. It resonates. 5D, you made me realize that we are one. Meet me in the stars tonight. Maybe the dreams of this person have picked up. Best friends. We share everything with one another. You get me and I get you. There was a recognition of just how much you guys actually have in common at some point. Sunflowers could be really significant. Someone here could really love to dance. Yellow, just the color yellow is really standing out to me. Maybe that's your favorite color. You're always on my mind, even when I try to forget you. So daydreaming, 5D energy going on here. It's the psychic energy, the intuition. So it's like really like spirit's not letting this person forget you. Left on red. Okay, so I'm getting the last time you guys talked, they didn't respond, okay? And now I'm picking up on, you may have blocked them after that for a little bit. And they may have tried to reach out during that time and realized that they were blocked, and now they're like completely freaked out about coming forward because they think you just don't want to talk to them at all anymore. Apology. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson. I'm so sorry. And there was something about this like last conversation that this was kind of like their last chance. You may have like deleted their number, deleted any way of reaching out to them again. And so it's really been in their hands, you know, and they don't feel like you want to hear from them. Arrogance. I allowed my pride and ego to get in the way of our connection. I thought I was the catch. Like they wanted you to chase them, and now they're very much regretting that because there's a bit of game. There's a bit of like gameplay going on here. Okay, this does feel very twin flamey, so I'm gonna break out my twin flame decks here. Twin flame into it. We'll get some messages from the higher self and then messages directly from your person. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. Separated or together, we are working in tandem with each other. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. We have 7-7 here. You could be seeing 7-7-7 recently. We incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines. There is a recognition here that you both have healing to do, and it's quite a bit of healing. Could have had a really, really traumatizing past life, both of you. I miss you. Let's both stop running away. I know in my heart we'll be together one day, and that helps me trust. Let's keep working on us. There is a knowing like that. It does really. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching like absolute crazy, and I have no idea why. So maybe that's someone here. Confirmation. Wow, we are coming into union. It's like regardless of what this has looked like in the 3D, the both of you have held on to complete trust that when the timing was right, it would present itself and you guys would come back together. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. Wow. With this surprise, I mean, this may, and also coming out under the judgment, like some type of surprise here. I feel the chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share will bring us back together again. Wow. 888 here. Okay, so it feels like it's getting very close. I feel you pulling away and it triggers my fears that you'll leave me for good. Okay. Let's do one more. Okay, two more. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. Another 8, so 8888, and another 5 here. Could be seeing 55 or 555. I'm looking for a way out of this situation so I can be free. Okay, out of this situation, out of this addiction, out of something. Like I said, release. There's something that has to be released. This could very much be mirrored energy. It doesn't have to be the same thing for both of you, but it's something that needs to be released before this can come back together. 100%. That is the main message of this reading here. And you would know what this is. You absolutely know what this is. Could be a couple things for some of you too. But it's like there's one big thing that like it needs to be released so the rest of your decisions can become clear here. And you will know what this is because it's been something you've struggled to let go of, right? On your journey. Maybe you've gotten better with it in some way, form, or shape, you know? Like, let's say if it's something you were, like some form of addiction you're trying to get rid of, like you would cut back significantly, but you know it needs to like leave your life for good, and that's been hard. I couldn't give my love to you because my cup was empty. Okay, so some type of, I just heard pain of the past. So some type of pain of the past was really haunting this masculine. I cannot live without you, but I don't want you to know this. We are always connected energetically. I can feel you close. I don't want you to know this. They tried really hard. I'm just seeing the King of Swords in my mind's eye. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I love you more than words can express. You still mean so much to me. I had a really hard time speaking this. I realize there's that strong bond between us. And this has been coming up for months now, but it's like time has showed them that, ironically, you know, because they can't forget about you. I can feel the distance between us and it hurts me so much. The feminine has had to become really strong because not getting 3D confirmation of this, maybe expressing your feelings at one point and then just feeling very abandoned about this, not sure how two people can have such a deep, strong connection and them run away so hard from it or not face it at all. Looking at your beautiful face makes my heart melt. Love your smile here. And something about pretty eyes. I hope one day I will be brave enough to listen to my heart. There's a lot of hope here. I miss our deep conversations and your nurturing energy. It felt like it was very easy, even if you hadn't known each other for that long, they felt like it was really easy to talk to you. Until, I just heard, until the feelings got so intense, then they kind of ran here. Okay. Let's do a rune today. Feeling really tired. Someone here is really exhausted from this journey, definitely. Burnt out, I just heard. Very much burnt out. All right. Let's see here. We have disruption. 19. Interesting. Okay. Page 129. Okay, disruption, elemental power, and hail. And that's interesting with the judgment card. I was seeing the tower card. So change, freedom. So change, very important. See, something is changing here. It's like I said, you just woke up and you're like, yep, this is done. This is out of my life. I can't do it anymore. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of an archetypal mind. The rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. Hagalaz has only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener. Yeah, they're really calling me to this judgment card, and it says awakening for this judgment card, okay? Although the form, it's like this awakening of like, oh my God, like, why do I keep doing this to myself? I cannot do this any longer. Although the form the awakening takes may vary, perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses. See, this is so crazy. As though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Then again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, or beliefs. Disruption takes many forms. A relationship fails, plans go awry, a source of supply dries up. But do not be dismayed. Whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. Your inner strength, the will you have funded until now in your life, provides support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. Another of the cycle runes, the term radical discontinuity, best describes the action of Hagalaz at its most forceful. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. Like, it's time. I'm hearing, okay? It is time to make those changes you know you've been needing to change, okay? And if you're sitting here like, I've made all the changes, you know, I've let go of everything I've been told to let go of, then this could be the direct energy of your masculine right now, okay? All right, my loves, I hope this helped. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance. And most importantly, I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. I love you very much. And until next time, love and light.